Have you ever wondered why she suddenly pulls away, even when you're doing everything right? It's not because you're boring. It's because you've let the mystery fade. Hi, I'm Abigail, and today we're diving into one of the most overlooked yet powerful psychological triggers in attraction: mystery. In this video, I'll show you why cultivating an air of intrigue is essential for keeping her interest. And more importantly, how to do it in a way that feels natural and authentic to who you are. By the end, you'll have actionable tips to keep her curious, engaged, and excited to know more about you. Let's get started. The problem: why lacking mystery makes you less interesting. Let's start with a common mistake: oversharing. When you meet someone you're interested in, it's natural to want to open up and share your life story. You might think that being an open book is the best way to build a connection, but here's the truth: it can have the opposite effect. When you reveal everything too soon, you eliminate any sense of intrigue. There's nothing left for her to wonder about, no layers for her to peel back over time. Think of it this way: if someone hands you a book and immediately tells you the ending, would you still want to read it? Probably not. Relationships work similarly. If she feels like she already knows everything about you after the first few conversations, the excitement of discovery fades quickly. Another trap is predictability. If you're too consistent in your actions, always texting at the same time, always saying yes to every plan, you risk becoming routine. While consistency is important in building trust, a lack of spontaneity or unpredictability can make you seem dull. People, especially in romantic contexts, are drawn to excitement and novelty. Here's the key insight: women are naturally drawn to what they don't know. Mystery activates curiosity and keeps their interest alive. When you leave some details unsaid, when your next move isn't always obvious, you create a sense of anticipation. She starts to wonder, what's he thinking? What will he do next? Who is he, really? This is where the magic happens. When she's intrigued enough to want to know more. The good news: cultivating mystery isn't about playing games or being deceptive. It's about embracing the natural complexities of who you are and revealing them at the right pace. Coming up, I'll show you exactly how to strike that balance and keep her interest without losing authenticity. To truly understand why mystery is such a powerful force in attraction, we need to look at it through a biological and psychological lens. The human brain is naturally wired to seek out what's unknown or uncertain. Curiosity isn't just a feeling. It's a survival mechanism that's deeply ingrained in us. It pushes us to explore, to solve puzzles, and to uncover hidden truths. The psychology of mystery in attraction: when something or someone is mysterious, it triggers the brain's reward system. Specifically, dopamine, the chemical associated with pleasure and motivation, spikes when we're faced with something we can't immediately understand or figure out. This is why you feel a rush of excitement when you're trying to solve a mystery in a book or movie. Your brain gets hooked on the process of discovery, and the same thing happens in relationships. Think about your favorite characters in movies or books. Why are we so drawn to the brooding hero with a complicated past or the enigmatic stranger who doesn't reveal much about themselves? It's because they leave just enough unsaid to keep us intrigued. We're compelled to piece together their story, to find out what makes them tick. This same principle applies to attraction in real life. When someone can't quite figure you out, their interest and curiosity grow stronger. The key here isn't to deliberately confuse or mislead someone, but to recognize the power of leaving a little to the imagination. When you don't reveal everything about yourself right away, you create an emotional puzzle that you'll want to solve. Coming up, We'll explore practical ways to use this insight to create genuine intrigue in your interactions while staying true to yourself. Signs you're too predictable. If you're struggling to keep her interest, it might be because you've unknowingly fallen into predictable patterns. One major sign: you share every detail about your life on the first date. While openness is important, revealing too much too soon can overwhelm the conversation and eliminate the natural flow of discovery. Talking about your childhood, career, hobbies, and future goals, all in one sitting, might feel like you're building a connection, but in reality, it leaves no room for curiosity. Another sign is always being available. If you never say no to plans, it can send the message that you don't have your own life or priorities. While it's great to be accommodating, always dropping everything for someone else can come across as needy. A little unavailability, not as a game, but as a reflection of your own busy, fulfilling life, creates a sense of value around your time. The way you communicate can also signal predictability. Do you text back instantly, every time with overly detailed messages, while prompt responses show interest? Always replying immediately or with paragraphs of information can make your interactions feel routine and overly predictable. Instead, a little variation in your timing and message length can add an element of surprise and keep the conversation dynamic. Finally, a lack of spontaneity or adventure in your interactions can make things feel stale. If you always suggest the same types of dates or stick to routines, it may signal that you're not willing to take risks or try new things. Women are often drawn to men who can create excitement and bring fresh energy into their lives, injecting a bit of unpredictability. Whether it's surprising her with an unexpected plan or sharing a unique perspective, can go a long way in maintaining her interest. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to breaking them. In the next section, we'll talk about how to cultivate mystery and intrigue in ways that feel natural and leave her wanting more. How to cultivate mystery without being manipulative. Creating a sense of mystery isn't about playing games or withholding information for the sake of it. It's about presenting yourself in a way that invites curiosity and intrigue while remaining authentic. Here are 4 practical tips to help you strike that balance. Tip 1. Keep some details private. You don't have to share every detail of your life right away. Instead, think of conversation as a gradual process of discovery. Share enough to connect and build trust, but leave her curious about the rest. For example, if she asks about your hobbies, you could mention your passion for photography without diving into every photo you've ever taken. This gives her something to wonder about and creates anticipation for future conversations. Tip 2. Be less predictable. Predictability is the enemy of intrigue. Mix up your routines and interactions to keep things fresh. If you usually text her "good morning" every day, skip a day and see how the dynamic shifts. Or, instead of planning a typical dinner date, surprise her with something unexpected, like a spontaneous hike or tickets to a unique event. These small changes keep her guessing and make your time together more exciting. Tip 3. Show, don't tell. One of the most effective ways to cultivate mystery is to let her discover your qualities organically. Instead of saying, "I'm really passionate about fitness," invite her along on a hike or casually mention an upcoming marathon you're training for. Actions speak louder than words, and allowing her to witness your passions and values over time creates a natural sense of intrigue. Tip 4. Have a rich, fulfilling life outside of her. The ultimate source of genuine mystery comes from living a life that's full and meaningful, with or without her presence. Pursue your goals, nurture your friendships, and invest in your personal growth. When you're truly engaged in your own life, you automatically become more attractive. She'll sense that your time and attention are valuable because they're shared with someone who has his own sense of purpose. Fine line. Avoiding games and dishonesty. While cultivating mystery is a powerful tool in attraction, it's crucial to approach it the right way. Mystery should never cross the line into manipulation or dishonesty. The goal is to be intriguing, not to play games or keep her guessing about your intentions. Misusing mystery to confuse or control someone not only damages trust, but also undermines the foundation of a healthy relationship. The key is to stay authentic. Withholding certain details about your life doesn't mean fabricating a story or pretending to be someone you're not. For instance, if you're genuinely passionate about a particular hobby or career, let her see that passion over time, rather than presenting it all at once. Authenticity ensures that the mystery you create feels natural and keeps the connection grounded in reality. Remember, mystery should enhance mutual attraction, not create uncertainty or insecurity. If she starts to feel like she can't trust you, or that you're deliberately withholding important information, it can lead to frustration and mistrust. Instead, use mystery as a way to keep things exciting and dynamic while still being honest and respectful. In short, think of mystery as a way to add depth to your interactions, not as a weapon to manipulate emotions. When done right, it draws her in and keeps her intrigued without compromising the integrity of your connection. Up next, we'll wrap things up with some final thoughts and tips to help you apply these principles in your daily life. Examples of mysterious behavior. Let's look at how cultivating mystery can play out in real life with a few practical examples. These behaviors are subtle, yet effective ways to spark curiosity and keep her intrigued without coming off as calculated or deceptive. First, consider how you talk about your hobbies or passions. Instead of giving her every detail, casually mention something interesting about your life and let her ask questions. For instance, if you're into rock climbing, you might say, "I spent the weekend scaling a new route. It was an amazing experience." You don't have to dive into every technical detail or show her your entire photo album. Just plant the seed and let her curiosity do the rest. Another example is being unavailable sometimes. Not because you're playing hard to get, but because you're genuinely busy with meaningful commitments. Whether it's working on a project, hitting the gym, or spending time with friends, having a life that doesn't revolve around her shows that you're independent and have priorities. This kind of unavailability isn't about neglect. It's about demonstrating that your time is valuable and well spent. Finally, mystery is also reflected in your demeanor. A calm and confident presence can be incredibly intriguing. Instead of over-explaining yourself or trying to justify every decision, let your actions speak for themselves. For example, if she asks why you chose a particular restaurant for a date, a simple, "I thought you'd like the vibe," is often more compelling than a lengthy explanation. This shows that you're thoughtful but also self-assured, leaving just enough room for her to wonder about your thought process. Embrace mystery today. Let's quickly recap what we've covered. Cultivating mystery is about leaving some details unsaid, keeping your interactions fresh and dynamic, showing your qualities through actions, and living a full, independent life that naturally intrigues others. It's not about manipulation or playing games. It's about letting your true self unfold in a way that keeps her curious and excited to learn more. Remember, you're not boring. You just need to let her discover the incredible story that is you, one chapter at a time. By embracing mystery, you'll create deeper, more meaningful connections that keep the spark alive.